everyone, it's Sam. So welcome, either welcome back or welcome for your first practice with me. So today we're going to be working into quite a soft and gentle flow. So working into some nice forward folds, some deeper stretches, so working with a bit more ease and softness in the practice. So you might want to grab a block, a strap, maybe a little pillow if you have it handy. Just can create a little bit more ease into the practice, and just know that you've got them around you in case you need it. So when you're ready, I'm going to start in a comfortable seated or kneeling position, whichever feels nicest for you. Maybe taking the block underneath your sit bones, elevating them up here to allow your knees to just rest down beneath you, creating that length through the spine. And when you are ready, take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it all out through the mouth, let it go. And then gently closing down the eyes here. Feeling long through the spine. You can have your palms facing in or facing up, whichever feels right for you. Go ahead and take another deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, release it all out. Nice. And allow that exhale to create softness in the body. That little bit of extra release. Starting to notice the breath, turning your gaze inwards. Bringing yourself into the present moment, into your practice. Maybe noticing the quality of the breath. Maybe it feels quite short, quite shallow, breathing into the chest. Or maybe you're breathing quite deep into your belly, quite long, deep breaths. Either is fine, just checking it, noticing it. Noticing the rhythm of the breath. The soft inhales and exhales moving through your body. On each exhale, becoming that little bit softer. Today we're going to work with the practice of ahimsa. So ahimsa means non-violence, non-harming, and this can be non-violence towards others, towards animals, your actions. But it can also mean non-violence towards yourself, so really take that today. Allow your practice to be soft, to be nourishing. And then go ahead and start to deepen the breath. So inhaling from the belly inflates. The chest rises and expands. And then exhale, releasing it through the nose. The chest draws back, the belly deflates. I'm going to start to work with a little bit of breathing technique. So working with our Samvriti breath first of all. So inhaling deeply for 4 counts, and then we exhale for 4 counts. So inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale softly through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take another round of this. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping the breath steady. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And take one more round of this. As you inhale, start to draw your shoulders up towards your ears. So inhaling, drawing those shoulders up for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, release the shoulders back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take another round. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulders are rising. Exhale, release. 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we'll do a little bit of breath retention. So knowing that you can stick with this if retaining the breath can cause any further anxiety, any discomfort, then definitely don't take that today. Otherwise, holding the breath for 4 and then releasing. So resetting, take a deep inhale, draw the shoulders up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding the breath for 4. Can you be soft? 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Inhale, shoulders rise for 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the breath. Keep everything soft for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, release for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then just come back to those gentle inhales and exhales through the nose. Maybe noticing a little shift in energy, maybe inviting a bit more calmness into the mind, into the body. Connecting that body, mind and breath. And when you're ready, gently blinking, open the eyes here. If you've taken the block, maybe just releasing that now, sitting it beside you, place a hand. And then finding yourself in a Sukhasana, so a cross-legged position, so taking one leg in front of the other. So Sukhasana translates to ease, so that's exactly what we want to do in this pose. We want to ease, we want to let go. So again, anything that you need to take, make sure that you have that ready for you. Then start to go ahead and take some gentle neck rolls. So drawing the chin towards the chest. As you inhale, the left ear comes over towards the left shoulder. Inhale, stretches up. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, right shoulder, right ear. Exhale, center. And staying with these half neck rolls, or if you want to, inhaling, moving softly here, taking a full neck roll all the way around. And then when you reach the center, reversing that. Again, you can move slower than me, take it in your own time, maybe working into any areas of stickiness, areas of tightness that you might want to focus your breath. And then reversing it. Breathing softly. And then rise all the way back up. Start to take your left hand in line with your left hip. Keeping a little bend in the elbow here. As you inhale, take the right arm all the way up and overhead. Feeling a nice side body stretch. So again, grounding down through the sit bones as you lift up and out through the chest. Inhale to reach tall, and as you exhale, maybe bending that left elbow a little bit more, pushing down through the right hips as you open and expand. Again, this doesn't need to be your deepest variation here. Checking in with that softness. When you reach that level, maybe you can ease off a little. And sweep that right hand forward, reach all the way forward till it plants beside the right hip. And we inhale the left arm up to the sky. Inhale, prepare, and as you exhale, softening into the pose, opening through that left side body. Maybe the gaze goes up, or maybe the gaze can come to the floor. Again, whatever feels right for you. We'll take one more on each side. Inhale, sweep left arm round, right arm rises. Feel that peeling open of the heart. And then exhale, take it all the way back. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, sweep it all the way forward and back round. Left hand comes all the way to the back of the sit bones this time. And you take the right arm over the left knee. You can take a gentle twist. So inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, start to gently twist over towards the left. So feeling that the twist is coming from your belly. We're not really using this to yank us round, just moving softly. Preparing the body gradually. One more breath. Inhale long. Exhale, can you soften and twist a tiny fraction more? And take it all the way back to the centre, taking it on the other side. So right hand comes all the way behind the right sit bones, left hand crosses over right knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, start to twist over to the right. And again, just moving with ease. And being present, so noticing these tiny things that are going on in your body right now. Be tuning into every sensation. Exhale. And inhale all the way back to center. So staying in our Sukhasana, maybe moving some flesh from underneath the sit bones. Start to take your hands forward. So we're going to come into a forward fold here. So start to walk the fingertips forward, keeping those hips sinking back. So walk into again where feels right for you. So this might be enough in your practice today, and that is absolutely fine. And when you reach the point that you feel like your body starts to ease off, you might want to stay there, or you might want to explore taking it a tiny bit deeper. Breathing into that left hip here. Noticing that release. Feeling that surrender in the body. Allowing it to be completely soft. Sending breath into the back body. And then really gently start to walk the fingertips all the way back. And then taking whichever leg you had forward, taking that to the back and switching your Sukhasana. So balancing it out. So you might notice a little bit of a change here as well. So taking anything that you need to balance it out. And then go ahead and start to take your forward fold in the other side. So moving with awareness, as your body can be completely different from each side. Again, notice this. Honour this time that you are spending to get to understand your body. On each inhale, can you allow a bit more space in the breath, in the chest? As you exhale, can you bring that softness in, that element of earth, that surrender? Take one more breath here. Filling up the back body. And then exhale, release. Gently start to walk the fingertips all the way back to your seat. Nice. From here, crossing over the legs, or however you wish to get there, making your way into your tabletop position. So finding your foundations in your tabletop, spread wide through the fingertips, stacking the shoulders on top of the wrists, hips on top of the knees, taking a couple rounds of cat-cow here to mobilize through the spine. Maybe you want to keep the elbows a little bit softer today, completely up to you. So as you inhale, the tailbone rises, the chest puffs through, the gaze goes up to the sky. As you exhale, tuck under the tailbone, Push away through the shoulder blades, gaze to your belly. And take a couple more rounds of this movement. Moving with your breath, your energy. Making it as fluid, as soft as you like. Connecting that movement to breath. Flowing through the mind, through the body. And coming back to tabletop. From your tabletop, start to sink your hips towards your feet, but keeping your feet about hips distance apart. Start to lower the hips in between your feet here. So coming into a modified hero pose. So this might feel a bit much. You can take the feet out a little bit wider, or you can stay kneeling up here a little bit more, maybe supporting yourself with a block, whatever feels right for you. Taking the hands so your fingertips are facing forward in line with the glutes. Push down through the hands, push down through the tops of the feet, through the shins. As you inhale, we lift up and out. So it's a little modified hero camel kind of situation going on. Breathe. Allowing that air to fill you up. And then exhale, release you down. Start to shift the body weight forward. Taking your hands, walking your hands out in line with the top of the mat. Start to round through the spine. Lower the hips all the way down as you peel the chest up, baby cobra. So roll shoulder blades down the back. Lifting up to a baby cobra. Breathe in here, drawing elbows in. Then go ahead and we'll take 2 more rounds between these two postures. So planting down through the hands, start to shift the sit bones back in between the feet. The hands reach up and behind. We lift, push open through that front body. Exhale, lower the sit bones, walking the hands forward. Lowering down the hips, keeping that chest puffing up to the sky. And then push back. Sweeping those hands all the way back. Fingertips forward, lift it up, final round. Maybe the head drops. Exhale, soften it back down, walk the hands forward. Lower the hips, lower down, peel the chest up, baby cobra. Drawing those triceps in. Then from here, tuck under the toes. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Ground down, bend into the knees. Send the sit bones back towards the heels. Then lift up and out. Take the sit bones high. Push away through the hands. Come into your Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So in this practice today, you might want to keep the down dog soft all the time. That's fine. Go ahead and bend the knees. Maybe you want to use this time to find those extra little stretches in your body. So pedaling the feet from side to side. Shaking the head, yes or no. Releasing any tension through the neck, through the shoulders. Keeping those fingertips wide to support you. Finding your Hasta Bandha. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Really nice. Then moving into a mini flow from here. So finding your foundations in your downward facing dog. Inhale, ground down through the left foot. As you inhale, lift that right leg up into the sky, squaring through the hips. As you exhale, start to bend that right foot towards the right glute. Open up that right hip, sending the right foot over towards the left, keeping shoulders stable. Then go ahead and maybe take some nice juicy circles with that right knee, opening through the right hip. Maybe moving a little bit forward, opening out, whatever feels right for you. Maybe they're really small. And then extending that right leg all the way back, squaring through the hips, three-legged dog. Inhale here. As you exhale, start to draw that right knee in towards your chest, rounding through the spine, and then step that right foot forward here. Lowering down the left knee, coming into your low lunge, your Anjaneyasana. So keeping the fingertips down here, lift up and out of the chest. So you should feel a really nice stretch all the way down through the front of that left hip. Again, allow the breath to nourish you here, nourishing the body. Then inhale, the arms can reach high. Grounding down through the right foot, draw right hip back, left hip forward. Then taking that left hand over the front of that right thigh. So this might be enough, and we're going to start to ease into a tiny gentle twist here. Maybe that's enough. If you want to feel a little bit more of a deeper twist, you can take that right hand towards the left thigh, maybe even the left calf. Breathe in here, open through the chest. One more breath. And take the hands all the way back round. Frame that front foot, tuck under the back toes. We peel the heart open, lift the chest. As you exhale, start to send the sit bones back, flexing through the right foot, keeping that cow back here. So we're trying to connect the belly towards the chest, opening through the heart. Drawing that right hip back, nice. You should feel a really nice sensation down through the right hamstring all the way into the outer right hip. Allow it to be there. Allow it to soften maybe. And start to bend into that right knee. Inhale, peel the chest up. Exhale takes you back, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Breathe in here. Grounding down through that right heel. Drawing it like you want to draw it a little bit back towards the right hip. Finding that little bit of engagement, that deeper stretch. Then inhale all the way back to your low lunge. Start to walk your hands all the way around to the inside of the right foot. You pivot the right foot 45 degrees. We opened out into our Skandasana. So flexing through the left foot. The right foot can either be grounded. Maybe you're on the toes, so the balls of the right foot. Maybe you want to use a block or a cushion to support your heel. Wherever you are, finding that strength, but finding the ease here. So maybe taking your hands down to the mat. You might want to crawl them forward here, surrendering them down towards the earth. Feeling that nice, open, deep stretch. And then walking them all the way back. Taking your hands down beneath you. Use your hands to guide you all the way round. So walking your hands all the way round towards the left hand side. Pivot the feet to frame the top of the mat. Push down through your hands and then squeeze and lift all the way back. Downward dog, shake it out, roll through the spine, through the hips. Moving with that softness, nice. Then we're going to start to work it back to the front of the mat. So inhaling the left leg up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the left foot in towards the left glute and open out into your split hip dog opener, checking in with the shoulders. And then taking some nice juicy circles with the left hip. Again, this can be whatever you want it to be. It can be small, it can be expressive. Again, just knowing that you're not in a place of difficulty, working with the ease. And take it back, three-legged dog. Inhale. As you exhale, start to step that left foot in between the hands, lower down the right knee. Inhale, come onto fingertips, puff up the heart to the sky, lift the chest. Feeling that nice, deep opening sensation through the right side, the right hip. And go ahead and lift those hands up to the sky, finding that stability in your pelvis, that squeezing here. Take the right hand over the left knee this time. Again, maybe that's enough. Maybe you want to deepen the twist, taking the left hand to right calf. Keeping those back toes tucked under for stability. Feeling the space in your upper back. Take it all the way back round. Frame the left foot. Inhale, peel the chest. As you exhale, send the hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Again, with that cow back, lifting through the heart, belly to thigh connection here. Breathe. Feel like you're pushing that left heel down towards the mat and then gently drawing it back. Again, that should provide a little bit of a deeper stretch. Inhale takes you forward, peel the heart. Exhale takes you back. Bowing here, surrendering to the earth, Mother Nature. And then go ahead, bend back into that front knee, walk the hands all the way round, back towards the right, pivot the left foot. We open out into our variation of Skandasana on the left. So again, anything here that you want to do on the balls of feet, maybe walking the feet a little bit closer together to find that support wherever you are. Taking any option, maybe gently starting to walk those fingertips forward here. Finding that really juicy stretch. On each inhale, allow that space to expand your body. And exhale, soften. Walking hands all the way back. Planting the hands down, walk the hands all the way back round. Pivot the feet, top of the mat, frame that front foot. Step it back, downward dog. Lower the knees, lower the sit bones. Come into your Balasana child's pose. And breathe in here. Allow that stillness, that ease of the breath to carry you for the rest of the practice. Again, noticing if you have lost that controlled inhale and exhale of the breath. Maybe you can bring that back. And when you're ready, grounding down through the hands, tuck under the toes, lifting all the way back up, Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog, pedaling out any excess tension. So we take the same flow, but this time we're adding on to a couple more stretches, so a couple more grounding poses, working our way to the ground, and then we'll stay there. Nice, find your foundations. Inhale, right leg reaches high to the sky. Exhale, split hip dog opener. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, squeeze the right knee in towards the chest, plant it down, lower that left knee down. We inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, take the twist. Inhale. Inhale, frame that front foot. Exhale, take it back and hold it in your Ardha Hanumanasana. Maybe this time you can allow the chest to sink a little bit deeper. Maybe you want to walk your hands all the way out and around, so taking this twisted variation, so taking the hands over towards the right and then surrender to the earth. 2 more deep full breaths, inhaling, exhaling into softness. 1 more, exhale. Start to walk the hands all the way back, framing that front foot, bend into that right knee. And we walk the hands all the way around. We open up into our Skandasana. Finding your variation, lifting through the chest. Then go ahead and plant the sit bones all the way down wherever you are. Nice. So coming into a couple of nice juicy stretches. So first one is Pavarita Janushasana. So we have some options here. So if you want to, you can lower this foot in towards the thigh, in towards the centre, allow that knee to drop out to the side. So if you feel like this creates a bit of tension in your knee, you can take a block or a pillow. Maybe you want to support the knee here. Maybe you don't feel comfortable grounded through the seat. Again, take the block, place it underneath your sit bones. Do what feels right to get that comfort in your body. Flexing through that left foot, and place the left hand down on towards the inside of the left leg. And we inhale, we sweep the right hand up and over, so like we did at the start with those side bends. So this might be enough for you. Maybe you want to flip the palm and lift up and out, lowering that left forearm towards the mat. Maybe you want to take a strap and interlace it around the left hand and use that to give yourself a deeper stretch. Or if you want to, adding a little bit more funkiness to the practice, up to you. Taking this foot back up. So we're going to have it out 45 degrees, the right foot is out 45. Take that left hand and wrap it around the right ankle. And as you inhale, lifting up and over, and then allow that left elbow to drop down, the left shoulder towards the left leg. And then maybe you can hold on to the outside of the left foot with the right hand. And here I like to push down through my right foot and really open that right hip as well. Lifting up and out of the chest. So it's okay if your right glute lifts off here, just as long as we're not rolling back, we're not losing control. We're opening with control, but with a little bit of softness. So take it where you feel you can sustain a nice steady breath. And that is the place you want to go. Maybe closing down the eyes in any of these stretches. Turning inwards. Noticing how your body reacts, how your breath might change. 1 more deep breath here. And then as slowly and as softly as you need to, coming all the way back to centre. Nice. And if you've had a block, releasing it now. And wherever you are, start to take that right shin down towards the mat. Take that right hand behind the right glute and we lift up and forward with the hips. So we drive the hips forward, engaging through that right shin, coming onto the left foot and then open the left arm all the way up and overhead. So coming into a modified wild thing here. So again, finding that nice sense of space through the upper body, maybe the head drops back. And breathe. Nice, and then lowering the sit bones all the way back down. From this position, Taking your foot so it's at a 45-degree or a 90-degree angle, so whichever feels right for you. Leaning over towards the right, we sweep that left foot behind us, so we're coming into deer pose. So ideally we want to aim for 90 with each leg, but this can be quite deep, so drawing them in a little bit more creates a bit more space in the hips, so go ahead and take that if that feels right for you. Again, same thing applies. You might want to take a block underneath your knee. You might want to pop up your sit bones onto a block here. And that just allows everything to feel a bit more grounded down, a bit more supported. So finding whichever variation feels right for you. Start to walk your hands all the way over towards the right. So you're kind of lifting up a little bit out of the chest. We're going to stay here, or we're going to start to surrender down. So again, finding your level, peeling back the layer that feels right for you. Again, you might want to work into this bit by bit. So it's like we're moving over that right leg in a diagonal. Maybe you want to come to your forearms, create a little pillow for the head, and just allow yourself to rest down here. Again, noticing the sensations in the hips, the internal rotation, the external rotation. Where can you feel it the most? Where can you release the most? Take 2 more breaths. Allowing your body to feel heavy. To clear anything here, so your hips hold a lot of emotions. So maybe something's rising for you right now. And just let it happen. Breathe it away. And then gently starting to lift through the upper body, walking the fingertips all the way back towards the sit bones. Then pivoting all the way now to the left. So taking the hands behind you, starting to straighten out through the left leg and then the right. So maybe paddling out the feet a little bit, letting go of any tension that you might be holding on to here. Then making some space for the sit bones, so moving any of that little flesh out the way here to find yourself to sit tall. So coming into forward fold Paschimottanasana. So again, options here. You can keep a nice generous bend in the knees. I quite like this anyway. I think it's quite nice to have that belly to thigh connection and then to slowly lower down. So welcome to take that variation if you wish. You can take the strap if you need to and lace it around the middle of your feet, keeping your feet flexed, lifting up and out of the chest. And then driving forward, so we're hinging from the hips, again, belly to thigh connection. We don't want to just completely round through the spine, drawing our head down. That does not do anything good for us at all. So lifting up and out, hinge from the hips, and then just allow yourself to cinch yourself forward here. Again, not grabbing hold of this. We're practicing with a little bit more softness tonight. So maybe seeing what your body does if you just allow it to be a little bit heavier. If you want to take a little bit of a relax and a bit of a rounding through the upper spine, then you can release it a little bit here. If you want to work to that softness, that heaviness. Feeling each and every sensation in your body. And then Take it all the way back up, head coming up last of all. Releasing the strap if you have taken it, moving it to the side. Crossing over the legs, plant the hands, step back to your downward facing dog. Nice. Final side here, guys. Again, working with what feels right for you, pedaling out that tension. We're nearly there. And taking that left leg up, three-legged dog on the inhale. As you exhale, bend, open that leg, split hip dog opening. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, step it all the way through in between your hands. Lower down that right knee. Inhale to rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, twist, any variation. Inhale, frame that front foot, peel the chest up. Exhale takes you back, half splits, Ardha Hanuman, stay in here. Feeling that drawing sensation of the hamstrings, of the glutes. Maybe you can allow the chest to melt down a little bit more. Maybe you want to take your hands and walk them all the way over towards the left. While surrendering down to find this twisted variation. Wherever you are, keeping that slow and steady breath. Keeping that mind calm and controlled. The body will follow. Take it all the way back. Frame the front foot. Bend into that left knee. Put the hands all the way round your back into your Skandasana left side. Nice. Lifting up and out of the chest, and then go ahead and lowering those sit bones all the way down to the mat. So same option applies on this side. So maybe again checking in with how your body feels. Again, each side can feel really different. So coming into our Pavita Janu. So taking that left foot in towards the center line, opening through the knee. So planting down the knee or taking a block to support it. Block to support the sit bones, and you're either coming here, maybe you want to take a hold of the ankle as well to support you. Open through the chest, or if you're coming with me, planting that left hand, take the right hand around the left ankle, flex through the right foot. As you inhale, lift up and out of the chest, and as you exhale, the right shoulder lowers, and you can maybe hold on to the outside of the right foot. Again, pushing down with that left foot, opening through that left hip. And that should be a really nice juicy stretch. So it's like I want to gently turn my chest open to the sky. Again, that left sit bone can lift, but again, not just rolling back here, keeping that stability. Feeling that really juicy, delicious stretch running all the way through the side body. One more breath. You can release out through the mouth anytime if you need to get rid of that extra bit of tension. And then as slowly as you need, rise all the way up, removing any blocks when you get here. Taking that left shin down towards the earth, take the left hand behind the left sit bone. As you inhale, hips drive forward and up. The right arm sweeps all the way up, plant down through the right hand. Come into a variation of wild things. So maybe arm overhead, maybe the right hand supports the head. Taking any variation that feels nice for you. Breathe into that front body. Allow yourself to be open, to be free. Then exhale, release the hands, lowering those sit bones all the way back down. And coming into our deer pose on the other side. So again, setting up for deer pose. Left leg in front, right leg sweeps behind. either 45 degrees or taking those variations, taking your block underneath your knee again if you need that. Take that, finding that comfort, finding that stability today. It is your practice, it's your body. We've got to look after it. Then staying here might be enough for you. Maybe walking the hands a little bit more forward. Then taking the hands over across that left knee. We lift up and out of the chest. And as you exhale, staying here or starting to walk the hands all the way down here to any level that feels good for you. Maybe working it a little bit more forward if you feel that serves you better. And then when you get to a place that feels like that place between a nice stretch, a little bit of effort and ease, then that is the place you want to be. We don't want to be in a place of pain or a place where we feel out of control of the pose. Go to a place where you know that you can breathe deeply and surrender. Noticing those sensations. One more breath. And peeling the chest up, taking the hands, walk the fingertips all the way back towards you. And turning all the way towards the front of the mat. So take the hands behind you, lifting the knees all the way up, nice. And then give your knees a nice window wipe from side to side. Oh, feeling nice and nourished in the hips. Amazing. Then coming back to a seated position, gonna take Baddha Konasana variation. So instead of coming to draw your feet all the way in and round and down, we're going to take a different variation. So it's a bit more like a diamond shape with the legs, so you have a greater space in between. Your feet can still come together, the knees out to the side. So again, maybe you want to take a block. Maybe you want to take a block to support the knees either side if you can feel a bit of a pulling pain onto the outer knees. We're going to aim to really round through the spine now and just allow the forehead to melt down to the space in between the mat. So it does not need to go there, but that's just the general direction of where we're going. So again, take a deep inhale, lifting through the chest. As you exhale, start to tuck your chin in towards your chest, rounding through the spine, and just allow the body to feel heavy. Maybe the hands come to the feet. Maybe the elbows rest down. And take in a couple breaths here. On each exhale, softening that little bit more. Again, coming back to the practice of ahimsa. Maybe what you're doing, you want to just do a little bit less to find that little bit more comfort. Take 2 more deep, nourishing breaths here. Noticing as you let go, as you allow your body to soften, see what happens. Maybe letting go of tension in the face, in the jaw. Feeling nice and melting down. And then slowly, keeping the chin towards the chest, start to roll the spine all the way up, walking fingertips all the way back up to seated. Nice, amazing. Maybe give your shoulders a nice little roll back here. Then extending the legs out long, bending the left knee in towards the left glute. finding that space between the sit bones. So if you need to, you can take that left foot out a little bit further to the side to give yourself a little bit more space in the hips. Taking that left hand behind you. As you inhale, lift up and out of the chest. As you exhale, crossing that right arm over the left knee, Marichasana seat. Maybe flexing through that right foot. Inhale to grow tall and exhale, twist. Maybe you want to allow that right hand to melt down here, deepening the twist. Twisting out all that tension, all those worries, just let them go here. Being soft with yourself. And take it all the way back to centre. Extend the left leg out long, the right foot draws in towards the right sit bone. Maybe taking it a little bit further. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale, lift up through the left arm. And as you exhale, taking the twist, whichever variation feels right for you. Inhale, we ground down through the sit bones and the foot. We lift up. And then exhale, twist. And preparing ourselves to soften, to let go. Take it all the way back to centre. Extend that leg out long. Start to shift your sit bones towards your feet. And then rolling the spine all the way down. Nice. Drawing your knees in towards your chest. And just taking some circles with the lower back. So any little movements that you feel to release tension through the lower back for your body. And extending the legs up to the sky. Flexing through the feet. Taking your hands to your heart centre. And closing down the eyes here. Just allowing all that blood to rush to the body. Tapping into our parasympathetic nervous system. Allowing us to calm, to surrender. Noticing that breath in the body. The gentle rhythm of the breath. And then bending the knees in and extending the legs out to either corner of the mat. Take your hands, interlace them behind your neck. Draw your chin towards your chest. Maybe feel that nice stretch in the neck and then exhale it back down. Turn the palms to face up to the sky, arms beside you, coming into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, audibly sigh it all out. Nice. Feel that tension, any remaining tension just melting down into the mat beneath you. Noticing that calming, steady rhythm of your breath. Like the waves of the ocean. Tide drawing in and out. Allow this calmness to completely wash over your body. Knowing that there is nowhere to go, nowhere you need to be, but right here. Staying in your Shavasana for as long as you need. And when you're ready to come back to seated, come back to your body, deepening the breath through the belly just very gently, turning the neck softly from side to side, bringing some movement into the fingertips, into the toes. Maybe taking a nice full body stretch or anything that you feel will help to just gently bring you back to yourself. And draw your knees in towards your chest, wrap your hands around your shins and give yourself one final, really well-deserved hug here. Amazing. Then releasing the hands, allow the body to rest over to the right hand side. So allow the knees to drop down here. Maybe you want to take the left hand as a little pillow to just provide you with some support. And just take a moment to notice how you feel right now. Maybe compared to when you first sat down on your mat. This could be the most subtle change, but just allow it to be with you. And when you're ready, keeping your eyes closed down or your gaze soft, taking yourself all the way back to a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat. And then placing your hands onto your knees, we'll do a final little bit of breath work whilst our body is calm. So we'll inhale for 4 and we'll exhale for 6 counts. If that feels too much, just stay with this gentle breath. So inhaling into the belly for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And releasing this, come back to this very, very soft breath. Take your hands together in Anjali Mudra prayer and rest them at your heart center. Bowing the head towards your hands in honor of your practice, in honor of yourself, to allow yourself to carve out this time for this nourishing self-practice, creating this stillness to be with you either for the rest of the day or to provide you with a peaceful night's sleep. Take your thumb to your third eye center and we'll all bow down to say Namaste. Namaste. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely, calm rest of the day. Now you can use this practice, even though I've put it as nighttime, you can use it whenever you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, a bit anxious, or whether you want to use it to unwind and have a nice sleep. Take care and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.